I just went live for our welcome call for Ignite Your Offers. And I know a lot of people are afraid of creating something because it won't sell. And so, not that I'm trying to help those fears, but I want to tell you my story about my first offer. So, my first offer was this is hilarious, but it's okay because everybody starts somewhere. Was a $10 a month membership. And I created content for people. And it was very generic content. And I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I knew how to create content. I knew about that part. But I had no idea the disappointment that I was about to embark on when it came to selling. And I gave a lot of 1-year memberships away. I bonused a lot. And it was a lot of work. And looking back, I joked and I told my coach at the time, if I ever say I'm creating a membership again, please remind me of this horrible failure and I will never do this again. And what I learned really fast out of that failure, which technically isn't a failure if we learn from it, is that nobody knew who I was. Why would they buy? Nobody knew who I was. I wasn't the visibility queen. I wasn't visible. All my clients, I had tons of one-on-one clients and they were all referred to me, which is great because that means I did a really good job. So they kept referring other people to me, but I had no community. I had no network. I was not known, right? As the visibility queen. I wasn't known for what I could do. I wasn't known for what I could help people with. I hadn't established myself as an expert because I wanted to be the behind the scenes girl. I didn't want to show up. I didn't want to do any of those things. So I love to hate to talk about this because it is one of those things that we don't want to remember, that feeling of I didn't sell anything, that feeling of nobody bought, that feeling of I literally gave so many of these away. And I think I did a year. I think a couple people bought the year program. Some people that are still in some of my programs today. And I sold the year program for $97 or something like that. And it was an awful feeling. And now one of the things I preach is like, we're not launching 10 minutes before, or we're not getting visible 10 minutes before we launch an offer. We're getting visible every single day. Every single day, we get the opportunity to launch our next product and to sell our next product by showing up as ourselves, by showing up as the face of our business, by showing up and being visible. And don't start saying, no, I'm not getting on video, Chrissy. There are multiple ways to be visible. And I have started teaching more than just face to cam like this, which is the way I've always taught. But there are more ways to get visible. There are more ways to build your expertise with your audience. There are more ways to position yourself as the authority. But if we do not do these things, we are going to be highly disappointed when the launch time comes. I don't want you to be disappointed when you create an offer and it doesn't sell. I don't want you to be disappointed when you launch your next product and it doesn't sell, or it doesn't get the results that you think it should. Every single day you choose to or not to show up as the face of your business, you are either planting seeds or you're not. And when we plant those little seeds every time we show up, every time we choose to be consistent, we are building like no one trust. Trust in the form that if this person shows up this much for free, right? If she shows up this much for free, what the heck is she going to do when I actually pay her? You know, I show up on social media all the time. Do you guys know when I had COVID, people messaged me asking me what was wrong? Like, where are you? Why aren't you on social media? When I had surgery in the end of 2019, and I wasn't showing up like for 6 to 8 weeks, I had some videos that I kept playing over and over. But people knew I wasn't showing up like my normal self. Where are you? Like, you build relationships with people every time you choose to show up on social media. You get to choose, though. You get to make that decision. I just asked the welcome call of Ignite Your Offers. I said, are we building a business or are we building a hobby? A hobby means you show up when you want to or you just don't. A business means you are here to serve. You're here to serve your audience. You're here to position yourself as the expert. You're here to help change their life in some way, shape, or form. And to me, that is the most magical reason to show up on social media every opportunity every opportunity I get. I mentioned that I was very quiet for me in June and July, and a lot of my friends are like, you're crazy. Because they're like, we still saw you everywhere. But I know for me, it was not the volume that I normally put out. It was not the quantity that I normally put out. I started really working on my messaging and working on my quality over my quantity. But now that I have both, I'm going to do both. You don't need to show up as much as me. You don't need to show up as much as anybody else, but you need to be consistent. You get to be consistent. You get to be consistent because you are building a brand. You are building your next launch. You are building towards your next offer that you want to sell. If you're like, I'm so excited, I have my first offer, I'm launching it on Black Friday, and you haven't been on social media all year consistently, we got to work on that. It's actually going to be my next offer. By the way, we're going to talk about building relationships through your content on social media and how we can do that to make sales, launching, and all those things easier. So if you've missed out on Ignite Your Offers, getting my offers mixed up. It started today. We just did a welcome call. Our first call with homework starts tomorrow. Make sure you reach out to me. If you are an Omni VIP, you get it. And you also get all the upcoming offers that we have coming out, the programs we have coming out this fall, which are going to blow your freaking mind. And they're going to help you sell. They're going to help you show up. They're going to help you build relationships. They're going to help you build yourself as the brand of your business. And so if you want more information about those, reach out to me. But the answer is get consistent. Whether you're selling now or you're selling 6 months from now, whether you're launching now or you're launching 6 months from now, start getting consistent on social media. Visibility can look different for everybody, but we build relationships with our consistency on social media. That's how it happens. And that is how I've built my business. And that is how I've had successful launches and had successful programs and successful offers. And I know that you can do this too. So if you need any support with that, reach out to me. I'm here to serve and support you and help you in any way I possibly can. And I want to see you win, my friend. I want to see you win. I want to see you sell. I want to see you have a